Hello, welcome. Welcome to Astrolight. I have not done a sacred chakra spiral in April. Wanting to bring that energy in. I always feel like my months begin at the middle of the month. If you ever go back and notice a lot of my videos, I do some of my, so this is month to month, so we'll go month to month. We'll use the 7-card spread where I actually walk through all 7 of your chakras. I realized I bring in the ancestors. I do an intuitive channeling. And I realized when this came to me in 2022, it really let me see why. And it really answered and confirmed why I became a Reiki master in 2010. Because Reiki is all about your chakras. I say all about your chakras, baby. So what I'm going to do is go through, I'll do these 4. The first deck is the Guardian of Wisdom. And it is, I'll just go ahead and show you. It's the Guardian of Wisdom. And the second deck is, I don't know if you saw that. I want you to be in case you're interested. This is like old school. Old school was back in the days when my Francis was doing Reiki and tarot cards back in 1974. And I'll use the soul card, and then we'll have the animal spirit. So I chose that for the root chakra every day in the morning. Get grounded, get rooted, be with self before you pick up that cell phone. As 4, and that is a beautiful red color. I chose the solar plex. The soul card is the orange color, and it is number 2, which is found one step at a time. Is a sacred space. We are sacred. We are gifts. And so I wanted to get right. I love this deck. It gets right to the point. I chose the animal spirit. I believe that animals have a sacred or sacred beings as we are. And whenever you're bringing in that animal, pure love, pure love. It's all about love and unconditional love. Unconditional love. Okay, here we go. I'll go ahead and get a good shuffling. And so we'll work with these 3 chakras and see what comes up as we walk in through our beautiful, lovely month. What messages do you have for our heart's ancestors? I've been doing channeling with the ancestors, I think, since birth. Let me adjust my chair. They used to come in my dreams whenever anyone passed in my family. As I got older, I would feel their spirits. I would hear their messages. So I didn't understand, but now I understand. This was supposed to be. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'll do a little quick shuffle here. Remember getting these cards, and they sat in a garage inside of a lovely red box that I still have and treasure for about 10 years. Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. I think it's because I noticed something that should not be in here. Okay, let me readjust my moment here. Okay. What I say in the tune of their channeling as I go through this lovely time with you, if I hear anything that the ancestors would like to say, I notice when I'm doing my Akashic Records. I'm also a Akashic Records reader. When I'm doing We're Warriors. Yes, that one wanted to just be known. We are warriors. Come here resilient. I'm hearing that a lot. I also do Akashic Records reading, which is if you're anyone is like, what in the world? It's just like being a life path reader. I tap in. I am you, you are me. So I'm getting a little carried away with the shuffling, I think, because I did that moment. Okay, what beautiful messages do you have for our hearts, ancestors, loved ones? Inspiration. Inspiration. I was going to say, let me get my glasses and they're right on my neck. Inspiration. Supported by spirit, to go beyond your mental, physical, and emotional limits. Yes, I can totally relate to that. I feel like I've been so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. Since the new year popped in, the abundance has just been off the chain. So I say, I keep always like that word. So many, so many, so beautiful gifts that have come. And okay, oh, the soul card. Let me go ahead and I'll use the soul's lessons. So this will be your chakra. So for inspiration, yeah, get grounded to Mother Earth. That is the best inspiration I can say for you. When I get inspired, I get more inspired when I'm really tapping in with myself and going outside and getting to the water. That's what I did yesterday. I just sat at the water. I thought I had enough battery for filming, and I had no battery for filming. I only had time to sit and watch the seals have fun, eat, and do their thing. So it was really a beautiful time. So this is number 2, lovely chakra orange. Each of the chakras have a frequency. I will tap in with that with you. And embrace your power, number 3. Embrace your power. You like that snake, and then you have that energy there. That is so, yes. I'm going to read. I'm so curious. Embrace your power. Which is number 3. Have you been seeing a lot of 333s? Yeah, divine timing, body, mind, spirit. When all of those moments are in alignment, you are golden. Before you awaken to the full potential of your spirit, you must assume complete responsibility for your power. However well or poorly you've used it in the past, own it and know that it's directed by your choice. Right now, you're being asked to evaluate your decisions, and this little thing popped out. Your decisions right now, and assess whether they've involved or devolved you. Evolved or devolved. Be especially curious about those that were made recklessly, about self-control or reflection, whether you are now making headlong choices in lieu of taking genuine life and soul-supporting risks. Skin and towers keep popped in my head. Pay close attention to the answer. The answer's within you. Just be still, breathe, and listen. Get to the water, get to the trees, because it reveals the root of any troubling condition you face at the moment. So the lesson, your soul's purpose right now is to evaluate your power to much higher conscious level by making that clear and selections that that are the means that by which you create. In the words, poor choices lead to poor creations, while good choices generate good creations. No exceptions. Your soul's lesson, evaluate your previous decisions dispassionately, which have worked in your favor, which have not. More importantly, which are choosing today. Yeah, be present today. Ponder that answer for a while and then start making choices that serve your true soul's intentions. Yes, I always say set your intentions daily. Set your intentions for what your dreams that you want to bring into the universe. Definitely set your intentions to what you're wanting more in this world. Okay, let's go here. So that is, when you come into this earth, we come as learners, and we students, learners, and teachers. And now, if you're feeling it's time for you to be the teacher, so be it. So be it. So I'm going to do with the animal spirit. We'll use this for what chakra are we going to walk toward? I'm going to go to the solar plexus. I got these mixed up. Ta-da! I always like to use a crystal accordion. I'm going to go to your solar plexus. This is a direct connection, excuse me, to the universe. And animals are, when your animals pass away, they come in your dreams. They're direct connection to your heart. I have one that comes saying, Missy Moo is her name. Beautiful. Okay, let's see here. What beautiful messages do you have for us in your solar plex? It's the deer. Trust in the support of the universe. Archangel Michael and faith. Undying faith. I've always had undying faith. I've always believed that no matter what, if I just keep on moving and grooving, and I feel that with the collective, no matter what, if we just keep on moving and grooving, take a breather, take a moment in time, step back, see where we want to be, know where we want to be, and then move forward. Sometimes, and one step back, two steps back, one step forward, two steps. And that seems to be how life is. And wow, when you take that big, huge jump and leap, and say, I've got this, you are golden. You know how deers do that? I'm just thinking about a deer. I live in the country, and the deers, when they know that it's safe to get out there and in the road to make it across the other side. And, okay, all types of deers have reincarnated. Cerise, they learn, teach about trust. The gentle feminine doe has her third eye open and alert and watchful. The the dignified masculine stage is grounded in his power, and his antlers symbolize dominance and superiority. Stage's antlers grow in the spring, representing birth and renewal. Yes, the springtime. They fall off in the autumn, denoting endless endings or loss. The mission of the doe soul is to learn and teach about grace, innocence, trust, and family life. That the stage is to learn and teach about trust in the universe. Yes, trust yourself, trust your decisions. I'm going to just say that. I'm hearing that in spirit, saying trust in decisions that you choose to make. Self-empowerment and experience walking in a solitary path at moments in time. Take time with self. I'm not saying go to the deep woods and not feel safe. Sometimes it's just sitting at the river, sitting at the water, sitting in the grass, just sitting and by a tree. Their service missions are to eat fresh grasses and leaves in order to stimulate new growth. Yes, I felt energized when I came back yesterday from the water. The deer card is reminding you to trust the universe, to take after, support you, to trust your own deepest intuition. Balance. I was hearing the yin and the yang when they start talking about balance, your equilibrium, the psychic knowing, maintain your dignity, and divine magnet. If you're reading this in the spring, yes, I would expect a renewal of hopes, confidence, and new direction. Yes. So Archangel Michael assists you in this text. He invites you to remember that you are one and helping another and promote your spiritual growth, the ultimate of the planet, and ultimately that spiritual growth and ultimately that of the planet. Yes, loving that. That is so, love that message, because that's what I've been feeling. My spiritual growth has been like, I am walking toward learning about more how to use my voice. I've been doing sound bowls at two places, the Village Green, Kitsap. I've kind of been really putting a lovely energy flow of love of doing sound bowls in the Kitsap area, Driftwood Keys Club down on the water, and then a community center. Okay, there's another group of cards. I'm going to go. So we have the root, the solar plex, the root, the chakra, the sacral, and the solar plex. And now we're going to go with the lovely throat chakra. I always skip the heart. Now I can represent this as the heart. And I'll come back around for this one. It's a number 4, so I'll go right to the throat. The throat chakra, which, of course, I'm thinking. Okay, throat chakra. And I chose this lovely, the rebel. He wanted to sing, my brother Tiger. He's in spirit. He was quite the singer. And he used to always say, go for what, and that Aries energy popped in on us. And the Aries and the Gemini are so not colliding. Oh, they're blinding us. They are really stirring things up. If you've been feeling things been really stirring up. So this is that lovely, when you, like the river, when you flow like the river, when you speak from your heart, and you're golden. So let's go ahead here. Mm. Ooh. When I was putting that last one up there, I said, I have a feeling that one's coming on down. It's fun. I learned about stacking when I was in Mexico. So much fun sitting there on the beach. There's like hundreds and hundreds. That's just what people do for fun. They just go stack rocks at the end of the day, and in the morning time is such a beautiful thing to see. And the sun's coming up. Ah, so beautiful. Happy spring came popping on us. Okay, what beautiful messages do you have for our heart's ancestors? For the throat. Dream a beautiful dream. Number 19 is a 10. Look at that. That's sacred geometry. That's our DNA. That's within us. The earth is within us, I'm always saying. Dream a beautiful dream. Look at that beautiful blue. Yeah. Let's do it. Dream a beautiful dream. I've always been a big dreamer. So I know that's why we've come here at this moment in time. So that we can stop dreaming. We are, the dream that we have dreamed is here. And we are actually, what did I say? I was feeling it about 10 years ago, and now it's coming back. I'm actually living the dream that I dreamed. The urge to create in the same is the same within you as it is for the universe creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order and chaos. Yes, the yin and the yang. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. Number 3, body, mind, and spirit. This is also part of what is you want to dream of beauty and bring it to life as many ways as possible, as how you eat, dress, look, behave, make love, create art, relate to your community, write your poetry, moonlight, or bathing by candlelight. So important, all of that. Every single one of those moments is important. I collectively knew that it was time that I walk with those that are creating their story and bringing that out in the universe. So my gift to the world is for community, is for me to bring my story out, games my never taught me, and to support others to write their stories. So I opened up a writers club in Driftwood on May 17th. So information will be on my website, justbetoday.com. I do it online, in person, and also through school.com. I'll begin that, and on person and in private. 3 ways you can write your heart and get it out there. And I say your legacy. Get out in the world and connect and support someone else's heart. Okay, enough of that. If you have come here to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a general expression of your heart's appreciation, symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may be blocking your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe in an unworthy goal, yet beauty, you just see it all around you. That's why Spirit's saying beauty is everywhere. Generally, beauty rather than the superficial glamour flows from within. Yes, that's exactly what I teach. That's exactly what I support. It isn't, I'm hoping those who discover that for themselves. It is an expression of radiance within the heart and the love of life. If you have struggled with the obsession, attitude toward beauty, and tend to prevail in human culture, then it's time to look in natural nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endless diverse. If you feel blocked that are contained by others in your quest to bring your beauty dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is stilled and shut down. Small, mindless, not limited beauty in a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shine the social delays of superficial, narrow definition of beauty through your nose as an airbrush image and dare to love what is. Yes, I was just thinking. I have maybe I'll do one more card at the end. Let's go. Loving what is. Loving what is. Hope I can remember that. Give yourself permission to feel to be beautiful in many ways. You can feel harmony outside of what's supposed to be harmonious. If you are brave and wild enough, you can find beauty and harmony amongst the chaos of change. Yes, sensing that change is just a creative process kicking into gear. Realize there's nothing to fear, brings even greater beauty, harmony, surrender to grace, to the experience of life creating itself in many stunning forms through you. This article comes with a particular message for you. There's a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. You lack inspiration to be able to imagine and different than how it currently seems to be. You may therefore feel inhabited by your ability to bring about constructive change. However, the perfect beauty of this situation is not revealed by what is attempted it to do, tempt you to do to it, or through trying to impose the right dream upon it. It is to be healed and perfectly into all that can be through the revelation of beauty that unless lies within, already lies within. The answers, the solutions are within you, not outwardly. That's my heart saying to say. This happens when we accept the existence of the inner harmony of all creation, even if we can't be consciously observed. This I was going to say the unknowing. The unknowing sometimes is what we just need to be okay with, the not knowing how things are going to come, and just go be graceful in the flow of it. By expecting there to be a beauty within a situation, even as it's hidden, you will be more open to seeing the healing potential, even in your challenges. Don't attempt to force a situation, issues to take the right shape. Instead, ask for it to show into beauty to you. This might apply to your body, to your relationship, to your finances, to your work situations, to a new creative project, or anything else. From this space of inquiry, you will begin to grasp the creative genius of what is and unveil not only its potential beauty, but how perfectly it is for you at this time. I keep hearing this word, divine time, just as it is. And opening up the beauty within yourself and your circumstances, you also open up to change. What we accept can change most easily. It is only when we resist or deny that change slows down and suffers persist. You can overcome resistance, denial by reapproaching it in a curious mind. Yes, I kept hearing that word yesterday. Be curious, an open mind and a healing process below. Well, there's healing. I say get to the water and get to the trees. Sit with yourself. Be with yourself. Close your eyes and be patient and do vision board of what you're seeing and knowing and feeling and watch it come and unfold and be patient. I'm hearing that. Be patient, be patient, be patient. By the way, this article has come to you because you have the power to be a positive influence in whatever situation holds the most meaning for you right now. And you need to know that. And one thing that was coming as I was walking toward this moment was there was a time I remember I was about in my early 30s, and I've always been a big dreamer. I was walking toward writing my book, which I am still, which is in the flow now. It's coming. It wasn't supposed to be 10 years, 20 years ago. It's supposed to be now. And I just kept going, and this lady that was in her 50s, and she said, be careful what you wish for. And I told her, I learned something about myself. I don't wish for anything that I don't want. And I meant that deeply. I don't wish for anything that I don't want. And that's where I'm feeling that all that I've been wanting has coming to be, because collectively we're so resilient. Collectively we're so resilient. Okay, beautiful. So that was our lovely thought. So say what you're wanting in your heart, and it will come to be, or it is. Oh, loving what is. I'm going to go and grab that deck. Love what is, because the second time that's come up. Okay, loving what is. Okay, voila. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to go and pull the Kuan Yin. Oh no, I'll do that the last. That is my last. That is all about the heart. I'm going to skip. I skipped the heart. I'm going to go right to the pineal. Thing I loved about Reiki was when you open up your pineal, you are golden. You're absolutely golden. There's something I'm trying to remember. Amethyst. Yes, okay. I feel like we're all on this lovely voyage. And so I know a lot of us heard of the hero's journey. I like to call it the sacred journey. So I do a, there we go. I'm going to do, this will be, I hardly ever use this deck. I have a bigger version of this. This is our DNA. I always like, this is our lovely DNA. All about the DNA. So I chose the hero's journey. Oh, let me just say, the reason why I chose this deck is because ending the generational curse of women, not and generationally not speaking and able to speak for themselves and speak up and speak their truth. So that was a must to have that as my throat chakra. And so for the amethyst, I chose this because when your amethyst is wide open, and if you know how to open up your amethyst, how I did mine was I set my intentions. I wanted it. I wanted to see all that I was supposed to see. And it's a direct connection to you're like a compass to your intuition. When my amethyst opened for a month, I would sit with an amethyst on set my attention in my bed. And when we went to bed, I just sit it on my pineal, which is your third eye, they call it also. And it just gives you, I say it is your second eyeball. Mine's wishes whenever I'm about to go into session with people or any moment in time collectively. This moment, my pineal kind of dances. So I'm always knowing that I'm in. Whenever I do a Reiki session, I'm always knowing that I'm in because my pineal wishes. Okay, let's see here. What is the lovely card for this lovely moment? Our pineal. 9 of crystals, narrowness. I'm going to put a little energy in there, narrowness. I'm feeling like, when you're narrow, when you don't think outside of the box and you're not flexible with life, then you're going to feel limited. And I have to truly believe that we are limitless and unlimited possibility. Unlimited possibilities. Okay, so I love this sacred chakra spiral. Here we are. And then I also use this deck for my hero's journey. I do a 10 card pick, kind of like the Madeline. And I think okay. 9 of crystals. Okay, I haven't done a hero's journey yet. Okay, 9 of crystals. Number 9 is, completion. Dun, dun, dun. The hardness and the permeability of the crystal through conferring stability and power. It's also isolated. Similarly, your mind may be closed and singular and inflexible. The crystal represents bars, symbolizing the restrictions you have placed on your thinking, fixed and intolerant, and maintain a narrow-minded tunnel vision represented by the shrinking tunnels and through which you view the world. Narrowing the mind, however, is essential to concentration. Keep your focus and go deeply into subjects. Be thought and not distracted. Okay, so now I understand why I was thinking hocus pocus focus. Hocus pocus focus. And as I was opening up the channel, the world is very, very active, noisy, unpredictable. And if we as collectives don't narrow down our focus toward all that we're wanting, we're going to get lost and we're going to get distracted, and we're not going to be able to conquer our truest desire, and that is to bring love to this earth so that we are all in the same flow. Take care of each other. Take care of each other no matter what. There's nothing else to say but take care of each other unconditionally, loving on each other, being love. I say, when you shine a light on things that no longer serves you. I keep hearing that. Shine, letting go. Okay, I'm going to go to the crown chakra, and that is your direct connection to the God within. And you'll, sometimes you sit and do prayer, you will bring in the white light, and that is just tapping in with the God, the source. And I'm always big on saying the God within. I've never been a religious person. I believe that we all have God within us, and we all are just pure love. And we've come here with a purpose, for a purpose. And when you discover your purpose while you're here, then you're a golden. And if you choose not, then that so be it. We all have a right to choose how awoke and awakened we want to be. And if you've come to this lovely moment, then you definitely are awakening and definitely are woke. Okay, see, all about the Reiki. This is what I do when I do Reiki. I truly believe that I am you and you are me, and we are frequencies, and this is energy that comes, you know, she has energy coming all around her and through her. And the beautiful part, let me just go do a little reading. I will, just trying to put this here. Okay, I'll just sit that there. Number 4, okay, this is the, I feel like 3, 4, extending. That's, I guess that's the word I'm going to say. Yeah, my panel started, we're extending. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are a phase of recovery. If you have been from off your path and going to come back strong, you will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events need to take place, your soul's path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to the sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. So this lovely word, Anapausis, I won't be able to show the card anymore. I didn't realize there was so much indecent, what they call the exposure. So the word, okay, so that word, it's a Greek word, refers to sensation of work, so one can regain strength, renewal, vitality, and heighten creative productivity. It is rest for success. The article advises physical, emotional, and psychological rest to reset yourself. That might mean shutting off fear or guilt. That might mean switching off without fear or guilt. I was just talking about that today. It is likely to mean giving up worries and consent. Replay of anxiety or written. Find some spaciousness and pleasure within and around yourself so you may experience healing and renewal. If you have been considering working with a healer, this is confirmation to pursue a path. So beautiful. This article recommends that finding spiritual rest even if you're still working hard. Spiritual rest happens when you take sanctuary in the sacred. We give up trying to become something and others to instead fully to task at hand, completely engage in the moment. When you do so, you are trusting that the universe knows it is doing and that you are part of the greater unfolding plan. I was just thinking to yesterday when I was doing sound baths, or Sunday for the community in Driftwood, and I noticed some people fall asleep, and I know they feel I wish that after I do the sound baths that I could just walk away, let them take an hour nap, and then come back and say, hey, let's have some refreshments. So I think when I do it outside in the grass, I'll extend that time for that moment. And I think that would be important. Come back when you're ready. So important to nap. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. Okay, so the modern culture, we aspire to become someone visible, someone influential, someone powerful, someone important. Yet no matter how worldly or even spiritual power a person may appear to have, the idea that one person is more important than another belongs to the realm of ego. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. That's so beautifully said. This article recognizes that there is something you have been working hard to bring into being. With a little more trust in your spiritual connection, you'll find the way easier and more joyful. You do not need to push yourself so hard. Spirit can sustain your thought staying you through devotion and commitment, so that even efforts that make it more than matched by the inflow or spiritual grace don't allow your mind or the deranged way of this I want to read that again, are the deranged ways of this world to create weariness and yet another drama. Take rest in the spiritual light of the love, rest from fear, rest from anxiety, rest from needing to work at all right now. Even on your most confused or most productive days, you can find renewal in spirit. It is always available to you right now, even right now. Yes, after this lovely moment in time, I've got my blanket just heating up so that it'll be nice and cozy, and I'm going to curl in bed after this lovely moment. I've already planned that. I truly believe that when we take time with our hearts, with our bodies, with our minds, and just be still, then we're golden. We are absolutely golden. Okay, so, and then we get when we know that our foundation is solid, and it makes it easier to rest. But if you know that there's always solutions that'll come when you take time, there's always a solution. Okay, well, I can't show the card, but you can at least see that beautifulness of how peaceful. This is what I do when I do Reiki. I just kind of put my hands. I don't have to touch you, but sometimes if people are comfortable, I can put my hands, and I just put my hands along their chakras, and I walk with you in your chakras. So that's what I love about Reiki. I don't have to actually physically put my hands on you because some people are uncomfortable with that. So this will be the beautiful, yeah, and I chose that crystal. Okay, so let's go right to the heart. I have always said I weave everything right into the heart. So I chose the Kuan Yin. I also use Kuan Yin for my moment in time. Let me move this over. I also use Kuan Yin for when I'm doing my compassionate one card pick that I like to do. I believe that I would not, if she did not come to me, Kuan Yin, the energy, they say we embody the energy that's in our heart. If that energy was not within me, I wouldn't be who I come to be. And on my awakening, I was in Vegas, and it was quite a time where a lot of doors were closing. But I kept being very resilient, not giving up. I kept saying, I got this. I have too many skills. So that's what Spirit's saying. You are too resourceful. You have too many skills. You have been here before. You just pick your feet up and try something new. Yeah, pick up your feet. And sometimes sit back and don't do anything for like about, a month, a week, or 2 or 3 days, or even an hour. And then make a decision to move forward. What beautiful messages do you have for our hearts? The tortoise lotus mother, 42, 6, which is a 6. Yes, this right here, tortoise mother. I have the big thing for tortoises. I want to have one. I know they live to be 100 years. I put it. My daughter's already agreed that if I outlive the tortoise, that she will definitely put, I have a collection of turtles. I'm a turtle collector. I believe that the mama energy, when it came, which is, the God within, that nurturing energy that comes, the heart, when we intertwine and weave all of these chakras and weave them into this beautiful heart, we're golden. And that's why the mother tortoise energy came up at this moment in time. I want to swim with the turtles. I want to raise the turtles. And I'm just so fascinated how the mother turtle lets the baby turtles gives birth. I hardly ever see a father turtle anywhere. Not saying anything funny about the fathers, but it just amazes me. I was a single mother for 5 years, but so I understand that energy flow, or that energy flow of just doing it. I got this, and that mother turtle, all those babies, they go out in the water and they have this instinct knowing of survival. And I believe that's what the mothers have done to the beautiful daughters that are here on this planet and earth. And that's why, knowing that we as mothers and beautiful beings, and whether you are male or female, when you nurture that inner compassionate, the yin and the yang, and the balance that through your energy field, you are golden. And you can we can heal this earth. Yeah, we can heal the earth. So that is the heart, and I will say, I'll give you one more card. I normally don't do this, but Spirit is saying that, oh, loving what is, loving what is. Let's do a bonus. Let's just do a little bonus. What messages do you have for our hearts? Or sometimes I was stuck into that whole idea of wanting to be successful, wanting to create this, do this, dream this, be that. And I know at moments in time, this card was already up. I'm going to go with this. Forgiveness is realizing that what you thought happened didn't. Ooh. To self. No one's ever done anything to you. We've all been learning lessons for each other, and we've all been set here to be mirrors to each other. And when we just recognize that, someone used to always say, don't be a victim. I understand what they mean. I am you and you are me. Let's see if anything angels have. As you step on and forward in your lovely day, month, stay rooted. And inspired. Get creative. Embrace your power, the gifts within. And I understand. Get out to Mother Nature and trust the support of the universe. We got this. They got you. Stay focused. And number 4 was the crown chakra. Get some rest and forgiveness. It's everything. I love you. I'm honored that you're here. What is one thing in your world that you've been wanting to move forward on, and you've been holding yourself back? Forgive yourself for that. Sometimes when you hear other people's voices, it will stop you in your tracks. Be like the little mama turtle, baby turtle. Don't let anything stop you. My heart to your heart. Lots of love. One step at a time. There is no race. Namaste.